All right. So I am interviewing different people because each one of them is doing something that I think is really interesting or really inspiring. And so I wanted to talk to them about that to see like what kinds of um, like I guess what kinds of um, I guess advice do they give, or how are talk about ways that they're different, because I do a lot of work around identity. And I see that you have a YouTube channel, and I wanted to know kind of all about that. So I'm hoping
Well, thank you.
we'll talk about that. So the first
Well,
thing,
I'm.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
sure. Continue talking. I
Oh,
wouldn't.
I
It,
have a couple questions just to kind of give this some direction, because otherwise, I mean, we could just chat, but which would be nice too. But I would like to, because I know you're part of Reality Revolution, and I've seen you a lot there, and that's where I met you. And I want to know about your manifesting journey, I guess. Like, how did you end up there, and how did you
okay,
get from
cool.
there to your YouTube channel?
Okay, well, I started manifesting before I knew about manifesting.
Yeah.
I did it as a child. I'm not sure quite why. I mean, I was stubborn and I wanted what I wanted. So my ways was through prayer. I prayed, but I also did looping. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's the me from now who taught the me from then. I'm not sure how things work. I just know that if they work, I will keep doing it. And so I did that. I mean, I remember winning contests like lottery stuff on in school. Even contest about like answering correct. I was always, I know I'm gonna win. I know I'm the best at this. I'm blah blah. I had a high sense of I had a high sense of esteem, but also confidence regarding to competitions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But manifesting, I don't know. I had a great faith,
Hmm.
and I thought that God was my friend, that I was chosen, and stuff like that. So I always believed that God was my friend until my grandpa died, and I was like, I felt God abandoned me, or I chose to abandon God. I'm not sure. And then a lot of shitty stuff happened, maybe right before that too. I'm not sure. But when I saw mm, The Secret and started being into Abraham and all that stuff, Napoleon Hill, it was kind of hard because I'd been like all my teenage years doing the contrary and just struggling, struggling, struggling. So it was hard to come back to it. But I feel like that's my natural self, and that everything is just resonating with me. I don't feel like I'm learning a lot of new things. It's just, yes, this is true. Yes, this is, um, yes, this is true. That's what when I hear something, I'm like, true, true, true. Not sure. Don't know.
Yeah.
That's how my brain works.
Yeah.
And the YouTube channel is something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I've been so self conscious, and I've been like playing small, like, no, why would anyone listen to me? I haven't done anything great with my life. But I think um doesn't matter. I don't have to have like a big car to show off or a big company. I know that if people hear truth from me, they will also resonate with them. And I feel like I have a different voice, and so I may be able to help some people,
Yeah.
and
I
that's enough.
I found your YouTube to be really inspiring. I started off and I was very nervous. And so then I would spend a lot of time like with lighting and hair, and then I was like, this is too much work. And I put stopped doing much for videos. And then I saw you were like making a point to just kind of say like, hey, this is me. And I was like, I want to do that. And so it was really inspiring for me to just say like, no, I'm actually really okay with who I am. I don't always have to do with the the big production. Like it's too much. It's too much work. It's too tiring. And so it was really
Yeah, I was
inspiring.
thinking, oh, I need an intro, an outro,
Yeah.
I need makeup, I need all that. But then I was like, if I have all these, um, if I have this list to meet, I won't do it as when I feel inspired to do it. I won't do it on my terms. I will do it on all these external, uh, yeah, and it wouldn't feel natural because I'm a natural girl.
Yeah.
I always speak my mind, so I felt like that's more me. It doesn't mean I won't do those things eventually, have a setup and like be more um ritualistic about it, but just for me to start and just have it like keep it simple, stupid. That's the thing I say, but I don't like that stupid part, so I will find another word to put in that acronym.
Keep it simple, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Or superwoman.
keep it simple and sweet.
Yeah. So what about like have you what are some of like your manifesting challenges that you've had? Or that
Oh, SP, like love related, because my parents didn't have a great relationship. I didn't grow up like when told you my grandfather died, that was a great relationship, but he died when I was 12, 13. So I didn't have that mindset. I never saw myself like married. Even when I go back and read my journals and stuff like that, I was like, I'm gonna have a business and 10 kids, but it doesn't say anything about marriage, anything about a husband. So I don't know. I haven't. I didn't make a plan. I didn't see that for myself. And I think that it's important to be like have a vision of what you want to achieve. And I didn't have that vision. So I tried and failed and repeated like the same patterns I'd seen growing up with being really like angry and uh oh oh it's me. I don't want the door to be opening and shutting. Sorry. But well, those were my challenges, to be accepting of who I am and expecting others to accept me, not to fight for to be accepted and loved, and not have that bad voice
yeah.
making decisions for me, being all insecure about everything. Like inner conversations, just something I've recently learned about. But I mean, I was kind of conscious of them, but I didn't know how much power I had and how it was being pushed out to people. I'm today I started thinking, do we really interact with other people, or do we interact with who we perceive other people to be? Um, I'm diving deeper into that because yes, I believe people have their own personalities and all of that, but how much of the personality can I see when I have all these filters, assumptions about me, which is like when you're younger, it's all about you. When you're a child, the world is just about you. And then when you get older and older, you think, oh, people think of me, and I don't know. It's kind of I'm not really sure how to explain it because I'm not really sure what I feel about it. I have to experiment more.
Yeah.
But I use conversations a lot now throughout the day, and I've noticed big shifts, and it's been very beneficial to me because I didn't even notice how many of them I already had.
Hmm.
They're silent in the background.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, I like what you said about really just moving into that space of like just accepting people or expecting people to accept you. Because I think that can be sort of where we um, kind of stumble is we hope they will and we want them to, but we don't really expect them to. And that's so different. So that's awesome. And what would you say that, how would you say that inner conversations is how you got over your biggest challenge, or would you say there's other things too?
I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
It's still my biggest challenge right now. I feel like interacting with people. I don't know. I think I have autistic. How do you say? Um,
Um,
Traits.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I have autistic traits, and that has been my challenge to like understand the underlining why people just don't say the truth, why
Yeah.
people, and to be like sweet amongst people, because I was like, if I just say it, people will get it. But
Yeah.
then I noticed like it was a crash in between me, and they like, you can't just say that, and I was like, why? I don't mean anything negative about it, but they're like, you can't say that. It's not like nice, and you have to be polite and blah blah blah. And that was a big challenge for me to learn to be like polite in a socially accepted way. I still I don't like it as much, so I'm just like now affirming it's okay to be me. People will know my intentions. My heart is bigger than my words, so they will know my heart. Even if they don't the first time, they will eventually, and they won't be hurt by my words. They will know my heart. And I'm seeing that also being pushed out. Like Louise Hay, she was like, I am beautiful and everybody loves me, to cancer. And I was like, that's so strange to say that. And it was hard for me to say that. And I totally accept myself. And those are also big things that I keep saying. And I'm hearing other people say them to me, like, you are always loved and stuff like that. And I know it's my thoughts coming through them to me,
Yeah.
like reaffirming.
Yeah, I know. I think you made a post in Reality Revolution about like I know I'm hard to love, and I was like, really? I've never thought that. I like that part about you, that you're very forthcoming, because there is a lot of subtext. Um, and my sister is very much like you, so I really like that part where you just say what you mean. There's no like having to read between the lines, because that's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. And I can only assume they mean what I would have meant, and I wouldn't have meant it. So
Yeah,
it's hard.
yeah, for sure. So okay, what would you say your biggest success is? And you can more
Competition.
than one. Yeah?
Yeah. I had a sister, and I think I that was my way to trigger her to get out of her shell and
Mhm.
like be like, I'm gonna win, and because she wasn't really like that. She was very shy and back, and I wanted to push her more. So I was like competing a lot with her and showing her that it's easy. And I don't know, it was a way of me for me to teach her. And then I just really liked it,
Yeah.
because I was like, if someone doesn't like me, I can beat them.
I like that. That's a good way to look at it. And I can kind of see how some of the successes I've had, I might not have thought those exact things, but that's kind of an attitude that I might have had. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm going to win.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I got attention. I also got a lot of attention, like from my parents, if I got all right in the test. And they always say, "Oh, you can be the best," like because they were immigrants. And so even in Swedish, which I live in Sweden, and my primary language is Swedish, so I just wanted to show everybody, because they were like, "Oh, you have a big butt and your hair is like a troll and blah blah blah," and I was like, "I'm gonna beat you in your own language." So that was my way of showing that you're not better than me.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be seen as good in whatever way I could.
Yeah.
So, but it's been good for me.
Yeah. I like it. So what would you say, how would you say you're different from when you started some of your like manifesting to when you finished? So even whether it's with your SP or whether it's your channel or just that shift in yourself.
Um, it's my self-esteem and knowing that I am the creator. I'm not your creator, but I choose what I
Mhm.
want. I choose the reality. I believe I'm not, I can't say believe because, but in my experience, I found that creation is already made. So I choose what I want and I put my eyes on it. So I, I've become more responsible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see myself like victim mode. It comes up, but I shove it away. It might take some time. I'll be like, oh, he was so stupid to me. And then I was like, but I didn't want things to become this way. And like, I think Oprah said that if it was seed of the soul, I don't know about intuition, that
Mm-hmm.
it comes as a drop first. And if you don't listen to that or a whisper, and then eventually a brick hits you. So when people don't treat me nice, I see that as a brick that's hit me. And I've already had a lot of signs like telling me, shift your mindset, shift like your inner conversations, stop doing that. Like bad habits, like I smoked weed before a lot, and so every time I smoked, because it's so illegal here, I would be so paranoid and so afraid, and eventually shit would happen, legal stuff, so, and I would be like, oh, well, that person reported me, that person isn't nice, and I know it was me. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be afraid. I didn't feel like I could be myself. Like being an addict isn't the best me I can be. Keep doing things like in secrecy, not like me. I want to do everything out in the open. So when shit happened, it was easy to blame the other people, but they're me pushed out. So I should actually apologize to them for giving them that role in my life, and then become being angry with them. So being more responsible.
That's awesome. Well, this has been pure gold in my mind. So I really appreciate that you were willing to have this conversation with me because
Thank
there's a
you.
lot of wisdom in what you say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, is there anything that you want to share or talk about before I wrap it up? And then yeah, I'm going to share the link to your YouTube channel in this so people can find you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I would like to say to people that they should really, really enjoy themselves more, because that mantra, I am beautiful and everybody loves me, it's a gift not only to yourself, but to the world, because you like loving other people and other people really like loving you. So being like saying mirror work, I love you very much, I've learned it's much bigger than I thought it was. It wasn't like vain stuff, and it's really powerful and beautiful from a deep level. So I would really encourage people to start liking themselves more and enjoying themselves more.
Yeah, and I guess that leads me to one more question. Would you say that when you do your like mantras, you feel into them like they're your truth?
uh First, no.
No?
I think like, no, I have that old me
Yeah.
saying, this is so stupid. Like, are you trying to be so vain? Like, even if I put on makeup, like,
Yeah.
why are you doing it? It's to impress other people. Blah. I have that voice.
Yeah.
But when I keep doing it, or I say like, isn't it wonderful? That brings a feeling automatically. So I think that if I if I have another vision of it, I can study a lot, and so I can see other people talking, and I can see, well, maybe it isn't like that, and so I can shut that voice down
Mhm.
sooner and more often, and I can hear and detect it more. So the thing that what I think why self love and self concept and all that is great, because it will shut that voice down. It will, you will be your own best friend, and you will choose what mantras you want to listen to,
Mm,
and yes, make better decisions for yourself.
beautiful. I love it.
Thank you so much, Rochelle, for this opportunity.
No,
I'm
thank
very
you.
grateful.
I feel like so many of us have so many different like perspectives of creating. There isn't just like one right way aside from just really expect that, like you say, choose. You choose it and expect
Yeah.
that you can have it. And I feel like, yeah, I want to share all these different like perspectives and ways of doing it so that the people that it resonates can find the things that resonate for them. So I really
Yeah, I feel like
like
it's
this.
as many ways as there are DNAs.
Yes, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. All right. Well, yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I had. I just really wanted to get your perspective and hear about your experiences and what works for you. And yeah, I love it. There's so much
I
gold.
respect you very much, and I'm very grateful.
Thank you. And so, yeah, I will reach out to you and you're going to give me, or I guess I could just go get the link myself because I know where you are. And I'm going to put that so that people can find you.
Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you. And yeah, I will see you on YouTube and Facebook.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.